I remembered the day Kevin and I drove out to that abandoned asylum in upstate New York like it was yesterday. It was fall 2018, and the leaves were turning those fiery reds and oranges that make everything feel a little more ominous. Perfect for our line of work. We were location scouts for Phantom Films, this indie production house in LA that specialized in low-budget horror flicks. You know the kind. Jump scares, creepy dolls, possessed houses. Kevin was my best buddy there. The guy who'd crack jokes during the scariest shoots to keep everyone from losing it. He was always the skeptic, while I leaned into the supernatural stuff, even if it was mostly for the job. Rob, man, this place looks like it was designed by a serial killer's interior decorator. Kevin laughed as we pulled up to the crumbling building. The asylum had been shut down in the 70s after some scandal, patients dying under mysterious circumstances, whispers of experiments gone wrong. We were there to scout for our next film, Echoes of the Forgotten, about ghosts haunting a mental ward. We spent the afternoon wandering the halls, flashlights cutting through the dust. Graffiti covered the walls, and the air smelled like mold and regret. That's when we met him, the strange man. He was squatting in one of the old patient rooms, bundled in a ratty coat, his eyes sunken like he'd seen too many nightmares. He didn't startle when we shone our lights on him, he just stared. "You boys looking for ghosts?" he rasped, his voice like gravel under tires. Kevin chuckled. Nah, just ideas for a movie. "You live here?" The man ignored him, fixing his gaze on me. "You," he said, pointing a finger. "Watch the roads tonight. Metal and speed coming for you." I felt a chill, but I brushed it off. "Thanks for the tip, buddy. We'll be careful." Kevin rolled his eyes as we left. What a nut job. Probably high on whatever's growing in these walls. We wrapped up around dusk and headed back to the city. On the highway, rain started to slick the roads. I was driving, Kevin fiddling with the radio. Suddenly, this semi-truck swerved into our lane. Driver must have been texting or something. I yanked the wheel hard, tires screeching, and we skidded onto the shoulder. The truck missed us by inches, horn blaring like a scream. "Holy shit, Rob!" Kevin yelled, gripping the dashboard. "You okay?" My heart was pounding, hands shaking on the wheel. Yeah, I'm fine." But I wasn't. That man's words echoed in my head. "Metal and speed coming for you." How the hell did he know? That night, back in my apartment in Brooklyn, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying it. The prediction, the near miss. Was it coincidence or something more? I'd always been the one pitching ghost stories at work, but this felt personal. I started researching the asylum online, digging into old forums about hauntings, psychics. By morning, I'd convinced myself the man was some kind of seer. At the office the next day, I told Kevin everything. "Dude, that guy predicted it. Exactly. We gotta go back. Find him." Kevin burst out laughing. "Oh, come on, Rob. It was a lucky guess. Roads are dangerous. Big whoop. Don't get all woo-woo on me now." But I couldn't let it go. I started carrying a rabbit's foot keychain my grandma gave me years ago, avoiding black cats, knocking on wood, superstitious crap I'd mocked before. Kevin thought it was hilarious. "Look at you, Mr. Horror Scout. Scared of his own shadow," he'd tease during lunch breaks. A week later, things escalated. I was home alone when my phone rang, unknown number. I answered, and a voice whispered, "The accident was just the start. Death follows you now." I freaked, called Kevin right away. "Kev, you gotta hear this. Some creep just called saying death's after me. It's that guy from the asylum. I know it." He paused, and then snorted. "Rob, chill. Probably a wrong number. Or maybe one of our crew pranking you." But it kept happening. Salt spilled on my kitchen table one morning. Bad luck omen. A mirror cracked in my bathroom. Whispers in the wind outside my window at night. I became a wreck, jumping at shadows, double-checking locks. I even started seeing a therapist, this woman named Dr. Ellis, who specialized in anxiety from high-stress jobs like ours. "Robert, these are manifestations of trauma from the accident," she'd say in our sessions, "not supernatural."
Quick break. My new channel, Broccoli Animations, is now live. I'm posting new full-length videos there daily. Time to join me there. Link in bio.
I wanted to believe her. Kevin, meanwhile, seemed amused by it all. He dropped by with beers, trying to lighten the mood. "Hey, if death's coming, well, at least we'll get a killer script out of it," he'd joke. Then came the prank. It was a Friday night. We'd planned to watch some old horror classics at his place in Queens. I showed up, still edgy, clutching my rabbit's foot. Kevin greeted me with a grin. "Rob, you look like shit. Beer?" We settled in, but midway through The Omen, the power flickered. Then a knock at the door. Kevin went to answer, and I heard voices, muffled, urgent. He came back, pale. "Dude, it's that guy from the asylum. He's outside. Says he needs to warn you." My blood ran cold. "What? Let him in." Kevin hesitated. "You sure? He looks crazier than before." I nodded, heart racing. The door creaked open, and in walked... not the man. It was an actor friend of Kevin's, made up with prosthetics and that same ratty coat. "Gotcha! Kevin howled, slapping his knee. "Man, your face! We set it all up. The calls, the omens. Thought it'd snap you out of this superstitious bullshit." I stood there frozen. Rage boiled up, hot and ugly. All this time I'd been terrified, questioning my sanity, and it was him? My best friend, turning my fear into a joke? "You asshole," I muttered. "You have no idea what you've done." Kevin wiped tears from his eyes. "Come on, Rob. It was harmless. Lighten up." But I couldn't. That night, as I drove home, Kevin's laughter echoed like mockery from hell. What if the prediction was real, and Kevin's prank invited real bad energy? What if he was the bad vibe, the one drawing death closer? Over the next days, it festered. I'd see him at work, grinning like nothing happened, and I'd clench my fists. Dr. Ellis noticed in our session, "Robert, this anger, it's displacing your fear. Talk to him." "I can't. He's poisoned everything." One evening, I invited Kevin over to bury the hatchet. He showed up with pizza, apologetic now. "Rob, I'm sorry, man. I didn't realize how deep you were in it." We talked. Or he did. I poured us whiskey, mine straight, his spiked with enough sedatives from my medicine cabinet to knock out a horse. As he slurred, fading, I whispered, "You brought the darkness, Kev. Now it's time to end it." He mumbled, "Rob?" I dragged him to the bathtub. Easier cleanup. The knife from the kitchen felt heavy, but necessary. I cleaned up meticulously, wrapped the body in trash bags, drove out to the woods upstate, buried him deep where no one scouts. The cops questioned me later. Kevin's disappearance made the news, but I played the worried friend. Last I saw, he was heading home after pizza at my place. They bought it. No evidence. Years later, sitting here in therapy still, I wonder if the man from the asylum was real, or if Kevin's prank broke something in me. But I sleep better now. No whispers, no omens. Death doesn't follow anymore, because I faced it head on.